Alright everybody, I got a Flaminaire F-12 here I received in the mail. Gonna check it out here and see what we got. Oh boy, we got a leak. We got a leak. I don't know where, but we'll figure it out. Let's just take it apart and see where we're at. First thing you want to do is get this little brass bushing off of here. There we go. There's that. Yeah. Let me get the appropriate screwdriver here. Maybe this will work. Okay. Now this is different from any Flaminaire F-12. I've seen as far as that piece goes. Alright. Alright. This little plastic washer kind of slips around a little groove in here and holds these two pieces on. Now I'll put a little bit more butane in that. I'm going to see where my leak was. Let's check this out. Make sure we're not getting any leaks around here. We're good there. We get a leak in here. So apparently our stopper isn't working. Alright guys, now I want to let you know something here. Say, the butane coming out of here, the stopper isn't working. Alright, so I got a special tool that I made for getting this off because this is pressed in fitting right here, the very top. Let me focus in here for a second. See right here, this brass piece right here is pressed in. This two-piece unit. And here's what I use. This is homemade. So what I'm going to use is pull that out, that center out. And I got to use let me get that on here. Now this here this part right here will unscrew out of this. That's why I got to leave it in this bottom part, because it's threaded in. So I'm just going to pop it out just like that. Sometimes you know, you really can't get them out. As you can see down there, the orifice. And right here is the stopper. So, first things first, I can't remember, is that a 2mm stopper, I'm thinking. Yeah, that's a 2mm stopper. This is kind of hard. This is really hard. So that's half the reason it's leaking. So what I get is I'll use some of this here Boone Accord 2mm. Alright. And I'll stick it in here. What I want to do is cut some of that off. I'm just going to make a guess here for now. All right. Find the best flat edge. That looks good. All right. Stopper's rebuilt. Now, I want to check this out, guys. Oh, wow, look at that. Look at that. And it's hard. Oh, it isn't going to seal either. So, I'm going to replace that. about a 4mm OD, I'm guessing. 4mm OD by 0.8. Alright. 1mm OD, 0.8. I'm going to use this 4.1 right here. Give that a shot. I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm going to put that back. I'm going to use something a little smaller. Or something with a heavier, with a cord that's a little bit thicker. Let's see here. I want to measure the inside of this. .87. Okay. So 1.87. I'm going to go with this one right here, 1.8. I think that ought to do it. Peel that back. get this on. Let me get this where it should be anyway. I'm doing it the hard way. Do things the hard way sometimes. I'm gonna quit doing it the hard way, guys. Well, it's on there pretty good. Give me a moment here. All right, there we go. All right. Okay. Now let's get this one off. That one's just as hard as the rest. Yeah, it's just breaking off. Yeah, it just broke apart in pieces. About 3.5 OD on that. So 1.5, 1.5 by 1. Oop, not more than 1. There we go. There's that. And that. That valve needs to be pressed back down in there. Got a new stopper, new seal, okay, new O-ring. in. We're good there. Now, inside here, we have a sponge. Actually, it looks good. Looks good, but you know, going this far, you might as well make sure I don't have any blockages. Yeah, we're good. We don't have no blockages there. I need to get a sponge on a little lighter. Right there's the sponge. You don't have to cut these down either. These are perfect fit. These disposable ones are a perfect fit. I like to get the paper down. You know what? Forget it. I'm just going to put it in just like that. Alright, we're good there. Screw this back on. Alright. Let's put a little gas in here. Okay. Let's see what we got here now. No leaks. Alright, let's unscrew a little bit. There we go. We're good on that. Flame adjustment's working good. Stopper's working. The only thing I got a question is this valve. To be honest with you, I'm going to tear it apart because we got to, you know, the rest of them seals are hard. Looks like we got some micro bubbles. So I'm going to, sometimes I ruin these guys, but time to get them apart. Let me grab my we got a couple wrenches here somewhere. Well, I gotta be here somewhere. I don't know if that's going to work. Just try this. I got to be careful here. There. Working good. There's what they always got a triangular look on them seals. Pretty hard. Not bad, but still. Yeah, you know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go through, you see they got to seal this around here. There's the threads in here. I'm just going to go ahead and do a filler valve mod on here. Alright. Now, you see the small hole on the inside. Put my light down here, maybe that'll help you. Okay, you got to bore that out when you do this filler valve mod. The only bad thing is this is soldered right here. Hopefully that solder doesn't break in the process. But I'm going to do a filler valve mod. It'll just make it easier to fill from here on out. You won't have to have a special adapter like this. Okay. It's got a couple slots of stuff in it, so. I think I'm going to do, I got two choices on filler valve mods. I can do the Ronson valve, which usually leaves a little bitty tip just right past the case here. So I think what I'm going to do is, instead of doing that, I'm going to do the KWA airsoft valve mod. Alright, just so you'll know. Now, in this modification, you have to use a specific tool for the Flaminaire mod, and I usually keep that up here in my box of Flaminaire parts. You gotta have this little tool right here. It's a Dremel tool. Alright. It's a Dremel tool. And the reason is you need that is so this here part right here will fit around this valve. So I got to rim it out. And this is spring steel, folks. You just can't file that out. Believe you me, I tried it. You gotta have this tool here. Get that in any Dremel store. Store has Dremel tools. All right. Put that in something that'll hold it. When I find there's a little groove in these, it works pretty good to hold that. And I'll go ahead and do that out a little bit at a time. Let's see what we got here. Now, just a little bit more. There we go. Perfect. Just enough to get over that. All right. Now we'll get the drill bit on here. And we'll drill this out. You don't want to break that seal and there we go. It's all bored out. All right. Let's see here. Could be a possibility of being a few pieces in there, so we're good. All right. Now we want to tap. I'm using a M5 by 0.05 millimeter tap. The drill bit is 4.5 millimeters. I just want to put a little oil on that. I don't have to tap out very far in on the KWA airsoft because it doesn't have a lot of threads. Okay. Bunch of that dab of filings that came out of there. Pretty sure that's deep enough, so we'll go with put a little bit of butane in there like that. I think we're good. Alright, now let's try the KWA airsoft valve here. Find where I laid it. Right there it is. I think I put a smaller, yeah. I took these O-rings on here that's off, and I put a smaller one on there because it's going to compress, and these are kind of soft. And I want something that's a little thicker than that anyway. I want something maybe about like this 1.5. Maybe 2. I could have used a little bigger, I suppose, but these will spread. These 70 Duro O-rings, guys, you can spread them. All right. Maybe I think that's the right size. I might have, yeah, no, that's too big. That's too big of a cord size. I got to take it down to a 6 millimeter cord, or 0.6 cord size. That's what I was wanting to do. The reason is because when I go put this over this, it was hitting the O-ring. When the O-ring's compressed, you don't want it. You want that metal spring there sitting right against this brass part of this tank. Otherwise, you can just go ahead and over a period of time just mess you up there. Let's get a 0.7. I think a 0.7 will work. 3.7, 0.7. You don't have to screw that down hard either, guys. Just snug it. And you screw it down real tight, and you're going to deform the O-ring and it's going to leak. Just snug it. Yeah, that's better. I think that might be it. Let's see. All right. There we go. That's good. Now I'm going to check it for leaks. I always use a black. My buddy, I know he chews, so he says he's skull cans for me, because when you're checking for leaks, guys, you want a black container. If you use a clear or white, you can miss a micro bubble, just so you'll know. Now you might get a bubble here and there, like out of that valve. You might get a bubble or two because there's air in that valve. So just keep that in mind. I usually kind of pop them a little bit. Nothing out of the fill valve. Nothing here. No micro bubbles here. Looks like we're good to go. When you're working on one of these guys, you gotta be careful of this tube. It's easy to break. It's soldered in there. You don't want to disturb that, okay? I'm kind of used to have to put my hands and working around it because I've worked on several of these before, so I kind of know how to do it. Anyway, let's put let me get parts here. Now, the only thing is on this is I won't be able to use that washer, okay? Yeah, because the washer's, this valve's bigger in diameter. So what I'll do is I'll just get a little O-ring on there and put around there to kind of seal that off a little bit, help keep that on there. That's just something that'll work. I'm going to try this 2.5 by 1. Just something to help keep that on from falling off when you're trying to put it in, you know. Yeah. Where'd it go? Of course it flew off. Let me get something that's a little lighter than that. Not near as big around or as thick in cord size. Just a second here. Yeah, we'll go with this one here. 4.2 by 0.6 cord size. You just want something to hold that on a little bit. It don't, you know, that's all. I'll keep it on there for you. Get her down in. Maybe it'll be easier to get on, I don't know. Not exactly. Not exactly easy to get on, but I'm going to try. Well, give me a moment. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of I'm just going to put a touch of super glue on that, because that's probably going to fall off of there, that cord. Let's just try this. This is just something new. Okay, just a little touch of super glue just to kind of let it sit and just to hold that on. I mean, you can actually don't even have to put anything on there. You can still get it in. You just got to fumble with it a little more. That's what the little plastic washer was for. It's held on there now. So we're good there. So let's now I need a need one of these. You know, there's a little, you didn't see it, but there's a little, in here, there's a little, it broke off on it, but there's a little cord in here. It's a retention cord's all it is. I'll show you what it's for later. When I get it assembled back here. Alright. Now, you want this. Let me see here. I need to figure out where, let's just say that's a medium flame there. So, you got the little, see the little stub on it. You want to, that's the stopper. That's a stop. So just put that halfway around, like at about 180 degrees from right here. That'll give you room for high and low flame adjustment. All right. Looks like we're good there. Alright. Now that there is for holding this. Give me a moment here. Let's get that over. Okay. Now we want to flip that around. See that little slot right there, right back here. I want to put the tail end of that in. Of course, you got the slot here, it goes underneath your valve here. So, once you kind of get that where you want it, you can just kind of pry up on that a little bit, get it put in there. Press it down, press it with your finger like that. See how the tail's coming out? And shove that back a little bit. Alright, shove that back. Now, I'm going to put this in. Got these two little, it's going to go around, right around. See those two little things? This one's going to fit here and the other one's going to fit on the side. And you got to put this, start right down here at the bottom and put that in first and flick this up with your finger. There we go. Now you got it in there. Alright. Now you need to take this little brass piece. This is what keeps it on. And you're good to go. Alright. Now it's on. Let's see what we got. Alright. Off. On. Okay, off. We're good there. Let's put the little, put a new flint in there. Or a flint. Alright, we're good there. Alright, now you want to put that in like this, guys. This way in here on this side. Then come down here. Let me get it in here. There we go. We got it. And we want to kind of push that. There's some tabs right there. You want to push that down underneath there. I think you can see how I got them. All right. Now, when you put this one on, you want to start down here. Push that up. I think you can see, let me bring this down here. See how this tab on top needs to fit underneath that tab right there. Now, if you can't, sometimes you push that up with your finger and you can get that case pushed on. But if you can't, get you a little screwdriver or something down here and just push down that tab a little bit. All right. Let's shut this light off here and check out the flame adjustment on this. Plenty of flame there. And I can adjust that with my finger. be honest with you guys, my favorite flint fired pipe lighter of all time, the Flaminaire F-12. You know, comes in its case. Flaminaire Paris. This is old, folks. This is probably late 60s, maybe early 70s, okay? Anyway, it's at least 50 years old. This one hasn't been used hardly. It's got a little surface abrasion on it, so it's been used a little bit. I think it's set longer than anything. But these are just excellent pipe lighters, you know. You guys are right-handed, you can just flick that thing like that, put it down there and press it to stop it. I mean, what I like about these two is if it doesn't fire the first time, just keep going. Then shut it off. If the red's showing there, the gas is on, alright? It's an ingenious design. I mean, it's simple and it works. Looks like this has got a little bit of a matted finish. Alright. It looks really good on this side. The sides look decent. The screws aren't all, you know, burgered up. The thumb rest looks new, and of course there's a little, it could be just a little bit of a road rash. I think it's been used very little and it's probably put away and not used, but hey, there you go guys. Flaminaire F-12 pipe lighter.